Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So did you guys hear this? Ripple partner Novati, their shares just soared after their latest deal with Reckon. Novati has entered an agreement to provide its payment solutions to Reckon users with an opportunity to further monetize its ecosystem. And so what they saw was an 8% increase, which is 25 cents, today after announcing it will integrate its payment solutions into the products of leading accounting software provided by Reckon Limited. Novati last year undertook a $45 million marquee cap raise, which it used to fund its next growth phase, including acquiring a 19.9% stake in Reckon. With 114,000 plus users, Reckon has been working collaboratively with Novati to identify opportunities to add value to its users, including through new payment solutions, and we know that Novati RippleNet connection, likely they have seen a benefit through that. An initial focus will be incorporating payments into Reckon One accounting software platform with a new invoicing app, which will see Novati services integrated into invoices issued. And so Peter Cook, Novati Managing Director, here's a quote from him. Since making our strategic investment in Reckon last July, we have really enjoyed working collaboratively with Reckon's team to identify opportunities to add value to their customers and further monetize Novati's payment ecosystem. The integration of Novati's payment solutions, payments specifically, into Reckon's products is the first step in this process. And I personally do not think Novati would have made that move unless they knew they had a superior technology for that payment solution, namely RippleNet. So some interesting news there. Wanted to keep moving, guys. This has to do with Ripple partner Worldline. They have completed a deal for controlling stake in ANZ's merchant acquiring business. So this coming out of Australia, Worldline has closed a $485 million deal to acquire controlling stake in the commercial acquiring business ANZ, Australia's third largest acquirer, which commands a 20% share of the market. The acquisition, which was first announced in December of 2020, entails the creation of a 51 to 49% joint venture controlled by Worldline to operate and develop commercial acquiring services in Australia. This provides the vendor with an opportunity to expand its business outside of Europe in a highly dynamic market. Similar to Europe in terms of market structure, payment standards, and technology, the Australian payment market has a high level of adoption of electronic payments and is ranked number 4 globally for payment terminals per capita, with consumer use of contactless cards and digital wallets amongst the highest in the world. So Australia, another country that is already RippleNet enabled through other companies, now we're seeing Worldline close this huge deal with ANZ, adding more value to the Australian payments ecosystem. Worldline expects the alliance will grow revenue at a double-digit rate in the coming years through cross and upsell opportunities in digital onboarding, alternative payment methods, and fraud detection across the existing merchant portfolio. So more value added there through Ripple partner Worldline. Also, just wanted to mention this real quick with regards to the Wrath of Kahneman. There was this piece of news that came out, and I know some of you guys were like, yeah, but Santander, even though they're a Ripple partner, they aren't using Ripple or XRP. And in this statement, this latest piece of news that they released, they mentioned that they were using a competitor. Well, the Wrath of Kahneman here has brought up some interesting points. Ripple partner Santander is opening PagoNext service in Brazil with near instant money transfers, but is this Ripple related? And he writes, no. Still, there may be some good news in here, and here's a quick thread with regards to this. First, remember Santander's RippleNet using product is OnePayFX, not PagoFX, which came out later in 2020. And OnePayFX has been in Brazil for some time already. PagoFX was not known to be a particularly cheap service to use, but it offered real-time FX payments via debit cards without RippleNet. And then he gives an example of that. OnePayFX was only for Santander customers, while PagoFX was for any user. He continues on by saying PagoFX was a competing app to OnePayFX, which does use Ripple in some ways, but was discontinued when in September Santander rolled it into their new trade service PagoNext. So he's tracing some of these older connections here, understanding that once a service is rolled into another service, that's definitely going to have an effect on the landscape. Note how they tout the elimination of trade finance documentation, and he's posting all his sources here. So if you guys are interested in learning more about this with regards to Santander, you can read the additional resources. So it looks tempting. Ripple partner Santander in Brazil, offering cross-border transactions in real time. But all those things were offered by PagoFX without Ripple already, and OnePayFX using Ripple is already in Brazil. Still, there may be a reason for optimism, namely that Santander still runs RippleNet using OnePayFX still in Brazil, and they have eliminated a competing customer product in their lineup. Also, let's not forget that Ripple did meet with the Central Bank of Brazil back in 2020. We know there is a connection there. It's just this Santander connection. You know, over the years, we've kind of seen it develop, and then we're thinking, oh, is it going to be XRP? And then, you know, they come out and they say, no, we're not actually using XRP. A little disappointing. And, you know, even on the surface here, you know, if we did not have Wrath of Kahneman's tweet thread, we might think, yeah, it's a competing company that they are utilizing. However, you know, this does sound interesting, and it could be that they are going to amalgamate this service, and it will be running on RippleNet one day, if not already. Anyway, wanted to bring that up. Great tweet thread here from the Wrath of Kahneman. And did you guys see this? So Tag XRP posted this just yesterday. The United States Government Accountability Office, they mentioned Ripple and XRP in one of their, an older document from May of 2014. And here's essentially what they stated back then. Other virtual currencies that have been created are not based on the Bitcoin protocol. One of the more prominent examples is XRP, which is used within a decentralized payment system called Ripple. Ripple allows users to make peer-to-peer transfers in any currency. So just as a side note, another governmental agency calling XRP a currency, a key function of XRP is to facilitate the conversion from one currency to another. For example, if a direct conversion between Mexican pesos and Thai baht are not available, the pesos can be exchanged for XRP and then the XRP for baht. Now, I believe I've talked about this document in an older video. Tag XRP linking that to the 2014 document from gao.gov. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is, you know, the negative sentiment that I've seen creeping up, and it happens every now and then when XRP sentiment goes down. The trolls tend to come out, and Tag originally posted this. And was retweeting out SafeMoon Zach's tweet here, which essentially, right at the beginning of this thread here, he calls out Tag for his post here, claiming that it is fake. Now, I know Tag. He does his research, and it is highly unlikely that he is posting false information. Now, this JPEG here, I think it was created by an XRP user, whether it was Tag or someone else. It wasn't an official JPEG from the United States government, but I think it was created just to illustrate the point here. Tag responds, nope, I can confirm what you say in this PDF. Ripple and XRP are indeed mentioned. And I've even brought up the PDF here, and I will link it in the description if you guys had any doubt. I'm sure you do not. Right down here, page 11, it does mention that quote down here. But, you know, this just goes to show you how much FUD we're seeing in the XRP community, I think, right now. And I mean, it goes in waves, guys. I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know if you're feeling negative on XRP at this moment. Put it down in the comments section, but please be respectful. Look, and I mean, even though he posted the document, SafeMoon down here says, I've seen the real document and it's not. So even though there is glaring proof that it does exist, people are still not willing to acknowledge it, which I find kind of hilarious, but I also find kind of concerning. People choosing not to live in reality. Anyway, thought I'd bring that up just because I'm feeling there is a shift in sentiment. And I know, guys, it's been a long haul since we've seen XRP highs. I'm just going to bring up the chart real quick here. XRP trading right now, as of the time of this recording, at 83.5 cents. And, you know, we haven't really seen much excitement since, for, well, about a year. April 2021 was when we saw that inter-year high. XRP went up to about $1.96, and we were hoping it was going to continue to rise. We were hoping the rally would continue, and, you know, since then we've just seen this kind of sideways momentum. But, you know, on the grander time frame, this is forming what is looking like a very bullish pennant. We're trading on low volume. There's a lot going on. There's the Ripple XRP lawsuit also, which seems like it is going to be coming to a close very, very soon. And then there's this guy from Stéphane Hubert, another smoking gun. The head of the ConsenSys project, Civil, bragged in March of 2018 about having a direct line to the SEC, which promised not to consider the ICO as a security offering. Both the SEC and ConsenSys would not say anything about it, but referred to the Brooklyn project. So boom, more damning evidence with regards to the corruption and the link between the SEC, ConsenSys, and the Ethereum Foundation. Civil has a direct line of access to the SEC. He went further and declared that Civil has been in discussion with them, the SEC, about how the Civil token is not a security, but is in fact a software license to allow people to operate our governance mechanism, and as such should be viewed as a new asset. The SEC declined to comment on that. We have had no direct contact with the SEC. Also, they mentioned down here that they contacted Patrick Baraducci, ConsenSys' deputy general counsel and the co-chair of the Brooklyn project, who did not respond on that. Stefan Hubert going on down here with Civil, Lubin wanted to create a truly decentralized news platform. The rules of this platform would be determined by token holders. But guess what? Surprise, surprise. ConsenSys bought 80% of the tokens and tried to disguise their holdings, again with the support from the SEC. He sources his resources down here. And then this ICO, Civil was able to raise $1.8 million, less than the $8 million soft cap. It was later revealed that ConsenSys was the largest buyer of Civil tokens, buying 80%. So just another connection into the criminal investigation between Ethereum, the SEC, the insider corruption. And, to this point here, John Deaton also mentioned this. So I mentioned, no, it wasn't there. It was right here. I mentioned their attorney, Patrick Baraducci, ConsenSys' attorney. Well, John Deaton over here says Joe Lubin is no dummy. In fact, he was a great tactician. On May 4th, 2017, Clayton was sworn in as the chairman for the SEC, and Jay Clayton was a senior partner at Sullivan and Cromwell. And within 2 months of Clayton being sworn in, Lubin hired Patrick Baraducci from Sullivan and Cromwell as well. So the web of deception just gets more and more apparent. Interesting to say the least. Baraducci was named Deputy GC at ConsenSys, co-chair of the Brooklyn Project and Global FinTech co-head, hiring a fellow partner from Sullivan and Cromwell immediately after Clayton's confirmation provided Lubin, ConsenSys, and everyone else involved a direct line to the SEC chair. Wow, the Twitter sleuths are on it. I will link this John Deaton thread in the description of the video if you care to read further on that. But it is ironic. I also wanted to mention this from John Deaton. This article highlights the most legal ironic result of the case. The majority of first-time buyers, and I don't know if this goes for all you guys out there, but the majority of first-time buyers of XRP were unaware of Ripple, the company. But the SEC lawsuit is causing major awareness of Ripple, and because Ripple is perceived as winning, people are now buying XRP. So this was an article that was just put out a few days ago. Bitcoin's not the future of money, but this crypto could be. Talking about XRP, why is it so promising? Let me just go down here. XRP is a particular promising cryptocurrency, or more accurately, blockchain for several reasons. First, the Ripple blockchain offers up to 500 transactions per second. This is much faster than the average crypto, so it just goes into some of the statistics there. Second, XRP enjoys active support from its developers. Ripple Labs is always doing things to support XRP, so just talking about the ecosystem, how it is more beneficial. But thirdly and finally, XRP is enjoying a lot of favorable publicity right now. Ripple Labs is being sued by the SEC and is widely perceived to be winning. News coverage of Ripple's lawsuit has largely revolved around the SEC's statements that have undermined its own case, along with the procedural wins Ripple Labs has racked up. This favorable coverage helps improve Ripple's image as the winner and could lead to more interest from mainstream financial institutions. If that is not ironic, I do not know what is. More buyers perhaps purchasing XRP because of the perceived win in the SEC lawsuit. Perhaps they see it as an undervalued coin, as I mentioned in this morning's video, bringing the Fibonacci from the top of the last bull market all the way down to the trough of the bear market. Right now we are hovering in and around the 0.236, whereas many other cryptocurrencies are already up near the 2.618 or beyond. Even just taking a look at the total crypto market cap right now, and let me just get rid of some of that. So with regards to the total crypto market, we've even touched the 4.236, and right now we're bottoming out at the 2.618, making our way back up. So in comparison, XRP, a very, very undervalued cryptocurrency. And so could more people be investing because they see this? They see that ironically, because of the SEC case, Ripple is poised to make some of the biggest gains in the crypto space in that next coming pump. About a month ago, I also talked about how we are seeing institutional money flow into the XRP token at an unprecedented rate. I wish I had the article up, but I couldn't find it. We have seen more institutional money flow into XRP, the most we've seen in about 5 years. So I think this has helped XRP's image. I think this has helped institutional buyers realize the potential, realize that XRP right now is very, very undervalued. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.